Have you been feeling it? Like something is off? Like reality itself is bending under the weight of something unseen? Time feels warped. Days blur. Nothing seems solid. That's not just your imagination. The timeline you're on is collapsing. And if you don't shift now, you might get stuck. What do I mean by that? Let's break it down. We live in a multiverse, a matrix of timelines, infinite potentials. Each decision you make branches off into another version of reality. Every thought, emotion, action, it all shapes the timeline you're traveling on. But some timelines are not sustainable. Some are collapsing under the weight of low-frequency energy. Fear, stagnation, illusion. We're reaching a critical fork in the road. The timeline you're currently on, the one governed by old systems, outdated beliefs, fear-based patterns, it's on the brink of implosion. The signs are everywhere: collective anxiety, societal collapse, digital addiction, identity crisis. The world feels unreal because the script we've been following is losing coherence. But here's the good news. You can shift right now, in this moment. This video is not just a warning, it's a roadmap. We're going to dive into what it means for a timeline to collapse, the metaphysical and psychological evidence it's happening, how to recognize if you are stuck on a collapsing path, and how to shift into your highest, most aligned timeline before it's too late. Let's go deep. Buckle up. Let's start with what a timeline actually is. In quantum theory, every possible future already exists. Each choice spawns a new branch of possibility. Most of us coast on autopilot through a default trajectory, the one programmed into us by society, family, and fear. But timelines are energetic structures. They're held together by coherence, your beliefs, your habits, your relationships. When the energy of a timeline becomes unsustainable, too much fear, too little growth, it begins to unravel. You might feel intense déjà vu, synchronicities that feel off or repetitive, sudden emotional breakdowns or identity shifts, a feeling that you're reliving the same cycles over and over. This is timeline instability. Your soul is nudging you to jump. If you ignore it, the symptoms worsen. Anxiety spikes. Time feels compressed. You feel stuck but don't know why. A collapsing timeline is not a punishment, it's a purge. It means this version of reality no longer serves your growth. It's falling apart, so you'll stop clinging and leap into a new one. Here are the red flags. 1. Recurring patterns. You're dating the same type of person over and over. You're changing jobs, but the same frustrations keep showing up. That's a loop. That's stagnation. 2. Time anomalies. Time seems to be speeding up or dragging unnaturally. You wake up tired. You feel like you just lived the same day twice. That's timeline decay. 3. Emotional burnout. You're emotionally numb, or the opposite, overwhelmed for no apparent reason. You're misaligned with your own narrative. 4. Life feels unreal. The world around you doesn't make sense anymore. Politics, news, people. It's like you're watching a play you don't believe in. That's the simulation breaking down. 5. You're constantly distracted, scrolling endlessly, escaping into screens, unable to sit in silence. That's a trauma response, but also a symptom of an unstable timeline that's trying to avoid collapse. If any of these hit home, don't panic. Awareness is your portal out. Let's go deeper. Timelines collapse when they no longer serve soul evolution. You came here with a mission to evolve, to expand. But when you resist that growth through fear, distraction, codependency, addiction, the universe starts pulling the rug out. Timelines collapse when you've outgrown your job but refuse to quit, when you're in a toxic relationship but won't walk away, when you cling to the illusion of control instead of flowing with change. And collectively, we're all feeling this. The global system is a massive collapsing timeline, driven by ego, greed, control. That's why everything seems to be falling apart. It's meant to. Because on the other side of collapse is freedom, but only if you choose to shift. Now the part you've been waiting for, the shift. Step 1, radical self-awareness. Start by asking yourself, where am I out of alignment? What do I tolerate that drains me? What beliefs am I clinging to that are outdated? Journal, meditate, go into the discomfort, because clarity is the first vibration of transformation. Step 2, collapse the loop consciously. You can collapse a timeline before it collapses you. How? By taking aligned action that breaks the cycle. Quit the job, end the relationship, start the project, move to the city. Say the thing you're scared to say. When you act from soul, even if it scares your ego, the universe shifts around you. Step 3, shift your frequency. Timelines are energetic. Your dominant vibration determines the reality you attract. If you're vibrating at shame, fear, guilt, you'll stay stuck. But when you shift to gratitude, courage, authenticity, truth, you elevate into a higher path. Raise your frequency by getting out in nature, moving your body daily, listening to conscious music, cutting off toxic energy, speaking your truth. You can't fake frequency. You have to live it. Step 4, visualize the new timeline. See it, feel it, become it. What does your aligned life look like? Who are you when you're free? What does that version of you do every day? Close your eyes, visualize that life until your nervous system believes it's real. That's how you quantum jump. Step 5, collapse old identity. You can't shift timelines and stay the same person. You have to die to who you thought you were. The people-pleasing, the trauma mass, the false humility. Let it burn. Say it with me. I give myself permission to outgrow everything I've ever known. That's how you shift. Once you shift, things move fast. People exit your life, synchronicities spike, money flows differently, inspiration floods, and you feel more you than ever before. But beware, your old timeline will try to pull you back. Fear will whisper, go back to comfort. But comfort is a coffin. Keep going. You'll meet others on your new path. You'll feel like you've known them forever. That's because you have, on this new frequency. Life becomes surreal, magical, guided. And when enough of us shift, the collective timeline changes too. That's how we birth a new earth. The timeline you're on is collapsing, and that's a gift. You're being asked to choose, stay stuck in fear, or leap into the unknown. This is your moment. You weren't born to repeat old cycles. You're here to transcend, to awaken, to help humanity evolve by being the proof that shifting is real. So don't wait. The door is open, the frequencies are rising. The old world is burning, and your soul is calling you forward. What timeline will you choose? If this resonated, if you felt it in your bones, share this video. Comment below what timeline you're claiming. Subscribe for more transmissions like this. You are not alone. We are shifting together. Stay awake, stay sovereign, stay free.